Muy buenas, gente. Llevábamos ya unos cuantos días sin retransmitir porque teníamos poco tiempo, hacíamos las misiones y poco más, ¿sabes? Pero bueno, vamos a continuar un poco la historia. Como podéis ver, conseguí a 20 en la última tirada, justo en la que hacía 90 deseos, que te lo tenían que asegurar sí o sí. Bueno, no, mentira, te aseguraban uno de 5 estrellas. Luego tenías un 50% de posibilidades de que fuera el 20. Tuve suerte, dentro de lo que cabe.
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple.
Y nada, estoy bastante atrasado de la historia, pero bueno. Ahora han puesto a la Cli, pero no tengo claro si tirar o no. Me molaría conseguir al otro, al de pelo azul, pero no sé qué hacer. No sé. Que todavía no tengo las gemas, pero bueno. Es que la Cli no me acaba de convencer. La veo buena, pero eso que pegue solo con bombas y tal, como el enemigo sea resistente a fuego, no le vas a hacer nada. Me gustaría mucho conseguir al Xianlin ese, no, al Xiangchu se llama, no sé, no me acuerdo. De pelo azul de agua. Y si no, posiblemente le tire aquí a ver si consigo la lápida del lobo, pero luego lo tengo claro. Además de que tengo muy pocas protogemas, me las gasté todas en el 20. Ya veremos. Bueno, Jorge.
I wouldn't glide.
Madre mía. Tengo un vecino cantando. Y tengo que silenciar el micro. Vaya tela.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has
What agreement?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the harp... Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Ahem. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as
Hostia,
Lee
Lee
style
y Yue.
and Yue style.
Qué currado, qué
They
currado.
have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Lee style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face with the Shinyue kiosk. Well, don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway.
Northland Bank.
¿No hay dinero? Bueno, a ver, hay bastante dinero.
Welcome to the Northland Bank.
Únete a mi equipo, ¿no, Vile? No quiere. Joder, 3 horas para cargar esto.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery.
So, where is he? In Lioli?
He certainly is. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner. As
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wangsheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
Es otro personaje jugable, creo. Sí, que era de tierra, puede ser. De 5 estrellas también.
Indeed, Wangsheng's line of work can be... And we, the Fatui, have always been glad...
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have...
Discretion? Shadows?
Indeed. It is... The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the god of war, Morax, Rex Lapis. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no...
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive... Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare...
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you...
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex. If we are agreed, come with me.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
Ay, putas cargas, tío, macho. Está guapo, me recuerda a un juego que jugaba que haya un personaje bastante parecido. El personaje se llama Raven, creo.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
Pues no sé qué decirte. Me gusta más Mondstadt, pero el rollo chino de aquí también me mola.
But I suppose you have yet to experience organizing the rite of parting should prove to be. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui... These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you...
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prized Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
What about the pickpockets?
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like... It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No,
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous jade? I see. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that.
these 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually... But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? If it were me, the ant...
Oh?
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such...
Oh, wait, but... Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Oh, it is as you say. If one must always consider Mora... All Mora is currency.
What? So loaded?
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by... Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous Jade is indeed very tricky. Only after the item made using Noctilucous Jade has taken shape, if you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that you're...
Whoa!
But there is a way to truly evaluate this. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous Jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the Jade.
Priceless, huh? We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... How about this? I can take a small sample of all 3.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Stingy? I've already been...
But wouldn't something this thin?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
What sort of condition?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you...
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp. Now, let's...
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumerio's frigid snake wine.
Me cago en Dios.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit polite, but we gotta cut the line.
Frostbite.
Brace yourself. Brace yourself. There's still soup in here. These hilly trolls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Paimon will help use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the orchid.
Roba, get them!
Eat this! Jade! Helen trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue again after.
No one escapes my sights!
That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More Helen trolls! They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food!
No! Did I ruin everything?
Estoy hasta los huevos, una hostia.
No one escapes my sights! Nice and spicy! That really hurt! We can do this!
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Quiero meterme adentro, quemarme. A ver.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Exactly. That's the one behind.
No problem. If you have your eye on...
Then we'll take a box of the...
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I...
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you.
Parting? Oh, dear. Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in... It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample. Alas. Alas, all things must pass. Well...
Are you sure? You didn't want to even...
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now.
I'm sure...
In the safe hands of the Liu Chising and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liu will...
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all...
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this knock...
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price. Now...
Oh, right. I'm sorry. As I thought.
Any what?
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single mora.
I will...
No sabe nada. Aquí la gente. Ay, vamos a gastarlo. Le voy a hacer parkour, ¿eh?
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else.
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. That's right. The Liu...
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crimes? Although with that said, since we got back from Dway and Karst, none of those pesky Millelith soldiers have come chasing after us. Also, the...
Traditionally, we call it the exude...
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would Before the rite is conducted, the exuvia will be kept
Golden apple.
the only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Tevat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything. But why do you know this, Mr.
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of in Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns. Only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers out. Well then, we should go and prepare the
Perfumes? Well...
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most...
It's time for Zhongli's
We shall not speak of the details right now.
Hey, boss.
Silk flowers?
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Oh,
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning.
my goodness. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral. Just look at the abundant foliage here. And these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by...
Wow! A true connoisseur.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble.
I'll take them all.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this silk flower perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the Seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice between the scents. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, but this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the seven in 3,007. Now that's settled, a question.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, Did I?
Yes.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried that everything I've heard is true. Since these flowers will be used to glorify...
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my web...
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of...
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money!
Please, it's...
So, now that we've got the flowers...
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first...
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to? Paimon likes...
I will wait for you near the Statue of the Seven. Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan! She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just...
Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you?
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is. Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you.
The fortune teller, right? Thanks, Lan.
Error. Hello.
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think.
That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention
Yang air? Oh, as in scent of spring, Yang air?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has—
Great! This is just the end.
No se cree.
Well, hello. You found me at last.
What? How did you...
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking... Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal after...
Snooping around?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like? 3 in 1 go? You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it? Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to...
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, "O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither."
That went over by my...
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant. So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? Where is that? Mondstadt? We're only somewhere closer to home will do. I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud, as my assistant, obviously. While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
Está agachando perdida, eh.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm. So now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out. Ooh, you're a nut. Now take these. Don't forget to do all 3. They look visually identical during the essence extraction.
Supongo que eran los 3 primeros, ¿no? Solo tengo uno. No, pone. Entonces no es esto. Bueno. No me entera muy bien, pero bueno. Lo que me he rayado, que me ponía uno de uno. Tenía que poner 3 de uno, pero bueno. Ninguno tiene uno.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until you must take care to control the heat during this process. If so, please focus on controlling the. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. All 3 perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
Vamos a darle rollo.
Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway. You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion. This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fair. The second one is for those with more refined. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need. I'll leave you with one who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously. Come and hang out with.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Not yet.
We've brought the... Did we take too long? You...
Oh, you're back. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statue.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets, and not one...
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like. Does that mean that Rex Lapis...
Perhaps. Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that
What a shame. We only got to see the... Let's hope the Chi-Sing can...
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our...
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow...
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madam Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with...
Ah, I have certain reasons why I can't...
Man, why's he gotta be...
Uy. Qué rarito, eh. Está más alto, luego salto por abajo y ya está.
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire? But it's a shame.
What happened?
Back in my day, people said that glazed if they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also but if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers...
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's... Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others... This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and... Ah, that old trinket. An old friend of mine used to wear it. He saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell... It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to... Still, though, I can't recall... Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you...
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and search for it ourselves. And,
All right, children. There is no need to...
do you live near here, Granny?
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
¿No será también esta una... arconte de estos? De los que tomaban el té en la mesa con el Rex y la otra.
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would fit there. And why do you need Paimon?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell...
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here? Is she playing with us? Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
O a lo mejor es el mismo Rex esta, porque dijo que le gustaba la colonia de viejos. Uy, uy, uy. Hay algo que no me cuadra.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
Si lo tiro para abajo también lo mato, así que me da igual. Tardo menos. Joder, ¿qué alcance tiene esta puta araña, tío?
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
Oh, vale. Saca ya ahí también una plataforma. Ha desaparecido, ¿no? Sí que desaparecen.
Hyman's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. Like, don't they all live in Jillian Park? Why would she stay in the city?
Brace yourself.
Cool it. Dodge this.
Coge las putas arañas, tío.
Brace yourself. get away?
So sorry. Dodge this.
Disappear!
Ready, steady, go!
Think you can get away?
Let's play!
Cool it. Frostbite. What's the...
With the wind!
Dodge this.
Brace yourself.
Freeze.
Here we go.
Freeze.
Here we go.
Let's dance!
Think you can get away?
Cool it. What's the hurry?
Madre mía, matar a uno de hielo sin fuego.
Disappear!
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Bueno, gente, vamos a hacer una pausa. Cortamos aquí y continuamos dentro de un ratito. Que me tengo que ir.